My name is Kamawe Tarinimi. You are welcome. You are welcome to today's program. And I will advise that you welcome somebody and ensure that not only you is listening to this program today. It's very important that you do so. And today we are going to be handling something very important and something very strategic.
You some
Something very strategic. Okay. And it's very, very important that you share this broadcast so that others can also follow. Ensure you share this broadcast so that other people can follow suit and join you to hear the same message that you hear. We must continue. This is Radio Biafra, Voice of the Coast. Share, 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 share. So today we must pray. We must pray because it is our custom and our culture to pray, because this is Radio Biafra. On Radio Biafra is where we worship. We must pray. Samara, Ayiba Wuyengi Nanawe, the one who reigns upon the heavens and upon the earth, we worship you. For there is none like you. You are the one that made the stars. You are the one that made the sky. You are the one that made the seas and the oceans. Elohim, you made all things living and non-living. You made the birds of the air, and you made the animals in the wild, and you made all men of all colors. There is no one like you. There is none as powerful as you are. Some seem to have lost touch with you. Some of your creations want to convince themselves that you do not exist, but we are not among them. We know that you exist because we exist. We know that you are alive because we are alive. We know also that you rule in the affairs of men, and when you say a thing is, that is how it must be, because you are God. Nanaway, the Lord of all. We thank you for our leader Mazen Namdekano for what you have been doing in his life. We thank you because no matter the plans of the enemies, they will never succeed. They will never succeed. They will never be able to achieve their goal, no matter their plans. Abba, Father, we worship you. Oh Lord, all those that have separated themselves for evil on our land, all those that have chosen to make themselves to be slaves of the enemies, to cause terror upon our people, all those that have chosen to steal from the people and use the same monies being stolen from the people to oppress the people, to frustrate the people, to make life difficult for the people. Tamara, you are not asleep. And because you are not asleep, they shall get what they deserve in this world and in this generation. Each and every one of them that has caused pain upon our people, they shall receive the same pain while they are alive. They shall not die and the pain for their children. They shall see it for themselves. And they shall know that indeed Tamara is the Lord of heaven. Father, we pray for all those that are still being deceived, for those that their eyes are blind, that their minds are blind, for those that cannot fathom the truths, for those that cannot take in the truths, but they are innocent. Lord, we pray that their hearts will be open to see the truth and to accept the truth for what it is. Give them wisdom to be able to decipher the truth and to be able to call a lie what it is. For even if a lie has remained in office for 1,000,000 years, when the truth shows up, a lie will be exposed for what it is. Thank you, Abba Father. Thank you, Elohim. In the name of Yahweh Shua, Samara, Ayiba, Aziba, Izibe, Ogene, Chukokike Abiama. Ise, more power. This is Radio Biafra, Voice of the Coast. And I will advise that you welcome somebody and ensure that you share this message so that many more people will be educated with the truth that we preach here. This is Radio Biafra, Voice of the Coast, and my name is Kumowe Tarinemi. Our topic this morning says Confronting the British Empire. Confronting the British Empire. You know, when our leader started preaching this message of liberation, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, did not shy away from talking to Britain. He told Britain what they are and what they're doing. He called them out for who they are. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even though he lived in Britain, even though he is a citizen of the United Kingdom, he never shied away from talking to Britain and calling them what they are and telling them the truth of the evil they commit on our land. But ever since Britain had decided to keep a blind eye, to pretend as if they do not know what is happening on our land, until BBC decided to show themselves and prove to the world that they have always known what is happening, but they had already taken sides with the oppressors. Nigeria, as we know it, is an oppressive state. Nigeria, as we know it, is a headquarter of corruption and anything that is corruption. Anything that is corrupt. Now, when I'm talking about Nigeria, I am not talking about the people trapped in that contraption. Because there are no people like Nigerians. Anybody that comes to tell you I am a Nigerian is a fool. There is no Nigeria, as in people. Nobody is a Nigerian. You can say, I live in Nigeria. To an extent, I'll pardon that, because there is a place in today's world map which is drafted by Europeans. There's a place in West Africa in today's world map that is called Nigeria. There is a territory in West Africa called Nigeria. And if your nation or your community fall within that territory, you can be said to be one that is living in Nigeria. But to say that you are a Nigerian, you will be a fool. Because there is nobody that is a Nigerian for real. There are no Nigerians as there are British people or Englishmen or French or the Germans. The Germans have always been the Germans from time immemorial. English people have always been English people from time immemorial. The Scottish have always been the Scottish from time immemorial. The British Island have always been the British Island from time immemorial. But Nigeria was created by man. So there are no Nigerians as there are Ghanaians. Ghana have always been Ghana, even though when the oppressors came, when the colonialists came, they changed the name to what would suit them and called it Gold Coast and called it whatever name. But when the Ghanaians got back themselves, they had to change the name to their original name. Because their territory, they are not mixed up. Now, I am not saying that there are no, that Ghana is one tribe or one ethnic group. Ghana is not one ethnic group. Ghana as it is just like Biafra is. There are different ethnic groups in Ghana, but they are all Ghanaians. They have always been Ghanaians from time immemorial. Look at the world map, more than 1,000 years, for about 1,000 years and more, you see Ghana there. They have always been Ghana. World history, you will see Ghana in world history. Now, I'm not saying that every other African country is like that. For instance, there is nothing like South Africa. It doesn't exist. It's just a region. Even though most of the peoples there are more or less the same kind of people. But the name South Africa doesn't exist. They are supposed to change such a name and go by their originality, their original name. Because most of them are more like the same people. Their languages are not too far from each other. So, they have always been the kingdom of Ghana. But there was nothing like Nigeria. There have always been Biafra. Oodua have always been there. In some maps, you will see Yoruba. In some ancient maps, you see Yoruba. In some ancient maps, you see Oyo. But it's the same Oodua. Benin have always been there. In ancient maps, you see Benin. The Hausa kingdoms have always been there. Hausa land have always been there. Look at ancient maps, you see Hausa land before the Fulani came and changed it to the Sultanate of Sokoto. They are all there. Look at ancient map, you see Biafra. Biafra has always been there. Even though in a little bit recent, you will see the Aro Confederacy, which is recorded as Umo Aro, the Aro Confederation, which was describing the kind of governmental system that we had in Biafra. Just like in Ghana, you will see in more recent maps. When I say recent, I mean like 200 to 500 years, you will see the kingdom of Ashanti kingdom, which didn't cover the whole of Ghana. Just like the Arab Confederacy did not cover the whole of Biafra. There were still some Biafran areas. Igbo. You know, when I say it didn't cover the whole of Biafra, some people will be thinking, yes, it is those people that do not speak Igbo. No, most of the people that speak other languages in Biafra land were in the Arab Confederation. So, what am I saying in essence? There are no Nigerians. Nigeria doesn't exist. And these British people imposed this Nigeria on us. And they want us to continue in this their imposition. But this is something that cannot work. It's not possible. We cannot continue in this their imposition. And because we are bold enough to come out and say, no, this thing cannot continue the way it is, then they get offended and they begin to manipulate, to kill. Now, I am not accusing directly that Britain or British people have come to Biafra land to kill people, but they have supported the killing of Biafrans indirectly by saying nothing and doing nothing. And when they attempted to do something, their interest was to divide Biafra land, because that has always been their interest. Just the same thing they did to Ireland, whereby after the people of Ireland fought and fought and fought, they went bloody. They fought with Britain. And when Britain had no choice, they had to let the aggressive part go and keep the other parts that were calm to themselves. That's why today you have the Republic of Ireland and the Ireland nation in Britain or in the United Kingdom. It is the same strategy they wanted to do with Biafra, because they have already divided Biafra in what they call South, South, and Southeast. So when Britain came up with the idea of asylum for Biafrans, they put up the same map, just get it, in order to deceive the world, in order to deceive their fellow white people that might want to be asking questions, because they cannot put the map of Southeast. Because if they put a map of Southeast, there will be questions. People all over the world will ask questions. How come the map of Biafra today is different from the map of Biafra that Ojukwu fought with? Why is it so? So they left the map of Biafra that Ojukwu fought with, that is popular, that everybody knows. They left it untouched. And that map contains Bayelsa, contains River State, contains Akwa Ibom State. It also contains Cross River State. So they left it that way. They left the map. But in their description, they went further to say, this Biafra is the southeast of Nigeria. And they went to mention the 5 southeast states. What a high level of deception Why? They want to do the same thing that they did to Ireland. You know, Britain must know that we are smart. We are very, very smart people. We are very, very smart people. We have studied all your tricks, all the things that you have done to our fathers and to other people all over the world. We have studied them. We know you. We know you very, very well. So any trick you bring, we will expose it. That is why there is Radio Biafra. Our work is to expose your tricks. Our work is to expose your tricks. And you see, the news right now have it that the family of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has sued the UK Foreign Secretary. Now, that's why I said that now we are confronting Britain. We are confronting Britain. The question is, why has the UK Foreign Secretary, Liz Truss, why has Liz Truss not acknowledged our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a citizen of the UK? And why is Liz Truss doing nothing about the extraordinary rendition and the illegal detention of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? In fact, it has been proven in the Nigerian courts that our leader is not guilty. So why is he still in detention? So why was he extraordinary renditioned? And why is the UK quiet? The family of our leader has done the needful. You see, these things are in step by step. First of all, the zoo, after extraordinarily renditioning our leader, took him to court. And we're battling with that one in the court. Then our leader's family took Kenya to court. And after battling with that, now we are in Britain. Britain will have to come and explain in their own courts why should the citizen of their country be extraordinarily renditioned to another country when he traveled from their country to that country, Kenya. Why are they quiet? Why are they doing nothing? And why are they allowing Nigeria to treat a British citizen in this manner? They will have to do what is necessary. It is the responsibility of Liz Truss to give an order to Nigeria to release her citizen. But rather, she's doing nothing. Why is she doing nothing? It is because the whole extraordinary rendition idea came from Britain. The whole idea came from Britain. That is why Britain is doing nothing. And instead of to do something, Britain had to make BBC to start trying to blackmail IPOB. BBC, you want to blackmail IPOB. You want the media warriors of IPOB to be quiet. But you are British Broadcasting Corporation. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a citizen of Britain. Are you not supposed to be doing a documentary about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and how he was extraordinarily renditioned from Kenya to Nigeria? Is that not what you're supposed to be doing, BBC, British Broadcasting Corporation? Is that not your duty? Are you not supposed to be exposing Nigeria for the terrorist nation that they are? Am I even supposed to call them nation? They don't even know what to call them, whether terrorist organization or what. Are you not? Is that not the duty of Britain? Is that not the duty of BBC? But instead, BBC chose to do the opposite. BBC chose Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is our leader. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being tortured, the whole of IPOB worldwide is being tortured. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is extraordinarily renditioned, the whole of IPOB worldwide is extraordinarily renditioned. So you must know that when you began to choose and pick IPOB media warriors to blackmail them, after all, you did not even ignore Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's broadcast. It means you know about him. So why are you doing nothing? And why are you saying nothing? Or is extraordinary rendition no longer a crime? Is it no longer an international crime? Is it now accepted because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a Biafran? Or is it now accepted because that crime is committed against a black man? Are there international laws for white men and international laws for black men and international laws for the brown men, for Asians? I thought this world is supposed to be one world. Okay, well, the same people that want us to believe that we are in the same world have already separated the world. They have the first world nations. They have the second world nations. And there are the third world nations. They claim that these nations are classified in this manner because of their development. But I disagree. From everything I'm seeing in this world right now, and from how black people are being treated, I disagree. That classification is not based on development. That classification is based on something different, not on development. Those in the first world of this world are different from those in the second world, and those in the second world are different from those in the first world. And there are laws for the first world nations, there are laws for the second world nations, and there are laws for the third world nations. But guess what? The third world nations must have to bear everything that the second world and the first world nations will do to them, whether it is right or it is wrong. Because the reality of life is that strength is might. I make bold to say that we may not have the strength of military, but we have the strength of media. If not for Radio Biafra and for the strength of our able media warriors worldwide, Biafra would have been a thing of the past. Nigerian military would have had all the power to come and kill our people at will, and do whatever they want to do and get out of it. Some people wonder, why is it that people in the coastlines of Biafra in this generation, most people, many people in the coastlines of Biafra would rather stay away from struggle right now. They would rather stay away from struggle, or those that are or that were already in it. Some of them are there for money, just like the IYC and all of that claim to be in struggle. They are there to satisfy themselves and all that. And some of those that call themselves ex-militants and all of that, they are there for money. The sincere ones are afraid. And you begin to wonder. You see what is happening in Biafra land now, mostly in the hinterland of Biafra. All these things and more happened in the coast, but there was no Radio Biafra to broadcast it. The people were dying in silence, and fear gripped the people. The trauma that the people faced is something else. And there was nobody that could tell the story all over the world. The only stories that were being told were the ones that those that were strong, that had the means, were doing, and what Nigerian authorities were feeling. And instead of telling the story properly, they'll call them names like militants. Meanwhile, they are agitators fighting for their lives. And at the end, almost all of them were bribed. And they got tired because the world pretended not to see what they were facing. Just as they are doing in the hinterland today, they have always been doing in the coastlines. When one or two people attacks the security, the police or the army, they will come in their numbers against the community that knew nothing about who did what to them. And they will kill people in the community. Kill people in their numbers in the community. Today, the people are afraid. Wants to say, oh, I need to stand for my rights. What is happening? We need to confront these people. They say, don't go there, please. We don't want trouble. Full of fear. But you know what? It is better for a man to die standing than to live on his knees. If you're not ready to either choose to make the options for you to be death or freedom, then you're not ready to face the kind of beasts that we are facing. You must choose. You must make your choice that whatever happens, irrespective of what happens, our land must be free. Irrespective of what happens. But what they do not know is that there are men all over that have made that decision. The more you keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the more destroyed Nigeria will be. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu didn't send himself. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a man that was sent by God. He didn't send himself. If you study him very well, you know that he's a gentleman. He's not a troublesome man. He's a peaceful man. But the beast you see in him is the beast that God put inside of him so that he will be able to destroy the beasts in the zoo and Britain. But the fact is, we will not stop. Liz Truss will have to answer and tell the world why she has been quiet. She will have to answer and tell the world why she had ignored Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. She will answer and tell the world if extraordinary rendition is no longer a crime. Let us know so that when Biafra comes, we'll know if we can just go to Germany and pick a British citizen that is a white man and bring him to Nigeria and try him in our courts. We will know. We want to know if the UN is no longer the UN or the laws in the UN are no longer potent or the laws in the UN are not necessary. All because it has to do with a white man, a black man rather. All because Britain have an interest in Biafra land. And that interest, they don't want the interest to be discussed with Biafrans. They want that interest to be discussed only with the anointed Fulani that they have anointed to put us, to keep us in bondage. Because they know that anywhere Fulani puts their hand must be destroyed. I didn't say that. Lugard said it. Lugard knew this of the Fulani, that anything that is beautiful, once Fulani gets there, it will be destroyed. Lugard described the Fulani as a people that bring menace to any society they find themselves. And Lugard had the guts to join Biafra land with this menace. What did we do to Britain to bring this curse upon us? I don't have any problem with the people in the Middle Belt. I don't have any problem with the Odua people. If we're just together, we will not be doing this, because we would have found a way long time ago to advance ourselves, to have peace within ourselves. We wouldn't be doing this. But because Fulani have an underlying interest that corresponds with the interest of Britain. Britain doesn't care how many people dies in Biafra land or even in Odua. And because the Odua people know that Britain will always want to have their way. Odua people they're quiet now. Maybe the kind of thing that maybe Tinubu will be president, or the vice president of the zoo will be president. So let them calm down. You know, our older brothers sometimes, they want to be very smart. Now, I'm not talking about everybody. There are many of them that are still hot. Where they are still hot. They still want Odua. But majority have gone to sleep. They have just calmed down. Why? Because Sunday Igboho was kidnapped. Now everywhere in Odua land is just calm. No longer hearing news of their struggle. But you cannot have that in Biafra. It doesn't matter how many people you pay. It doesn't matter how many people you bribe. It doesn't matter how many people you buy over. There is a spirit in Biafra that is calling for freedom. And you know what? No matter what you do, that spirit will always and always raise men. If you think IPOB is not doing it well, then wait. Just wait. Because the spirit will always raise men. It's not about me. It's not about anybody. When all of you thought that by the time you hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, hey, this thing will be over. Alpha. By next month, it will be 1 year. The struggle is still on and the struggle is still hot. Of course, you have raised many people, bribed many people in order to destroy IPOB, but it's not possible. It doesn't matter how much you penetrate IPOB. You cannot destroy IPOB. There is a spirit. IPOB is not built by man. How do you think a man will just be talking on radio from far away London and all over the world? Everybody will be possessed with the spirit of freedom. You think it's ordinary? You think it's by man's ability? Of course it's not. IPOB is the working of the spirit. IPOB is not man's making. Yes, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was used by the spirit. IPOB is not the making of man. And that is why man cannot destroy it. Whatsoever is born of God overcomes the world. That's what is written in the New Testament of the Bible. IPOB is a child of the Spirit of God. And there is nothing anybody can do to stop IPOB. You can do whatever you want to do to distract some people. You can do whatever you want to do to buy over some people. You can do whatever you want to do to deceive some people. But all of us cannot be deceived at the same time. Not all of us are for sale. Not all of us can be bribed. Not all of us smile to unnecessary distractions. We are focused and we know what we want. And our focus is sovereign Biafra. When you get tired of running around the circle, you will grant us referendum. And if you refuse, we will take our land because the land is ours. We are not dependent on anybody in this world. Be you United Kingdom, be you United States, be you anything, we are not dependent on man. We are not dependent on the United Nations. If all of you put together refuse to grant us referendum, because the whole world is aware that we are calling for referendum. If you refuse to grant us referendum, we will take our freedom by ourselves, and there's nothing you will do. Nothing. Nothing will happen. We will take our freedom by ourselves. And anybody that tried to stop us, he alone is going to tell the story. Or others will help him to tell it. But the fact is that at the end of this, Biafra shall be restored. So I will advise those that are busy bribing that they keep their money to themselves. Those that have stolen money, keep your stolen money to yourself. Because if you bribe Chinedu, Chibuzo will rise. So at the end of the day, you have lost. You might, maybe after you were able to bribe Uzo, and Uzo have been able to deceive one or two people in a very short time. And one thing you must know is that the spirit is always ahead. At the time when you think, oh, this person is the right person to bribe, to deceive everybody, another person is being prepared by the spirit to take over. At the end of the day, the Uzo you bribe will become nobody. And the one that the spirits shall raise will be the one that will be listened to. The fact that the spirit is using your voice to talk and using your hand to work does not mean that you are the most important. Does not mean that you are too special. What it means that you are a faithful servant at that time. Because at the time you begin to feel yourself too much and you begin to become a problem to the spirit to abandon you, and nobody will listen to you anymore. The spirit will abandon you and move on. The same spirit that called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the same spirit that has been scattered all over the world. And that is why the media warriors are a problem to Britain. How come these people, they are everywhere? What are we going to do to dampen their spirits? And I want to tell all our media warriors, you must continue what you're doing, and you must be very focused and be very careful. Because BBC attacking you is proof to you that what you're doing is potent, and what you're doing, they are feeling it. And that is why you should never stop. That is why you should never stop. Lastly, before I open the lines, for a while, I kind of reduce the way I attack INC, the Ijaw National Congress, because I was observing them and they thought I would forget. I said it earlier. I said, I am observing. When they came up and said, oh, we need Ijaw Republic. For how many months now, we're no longer hearing anything about Ijaw Republic except the case that is in court. And what did the lawyer said? Your lawyer cannot come up and say anything. Your lawyer cannot come up and say anything that is not what you have told him or her. A lawyer cannot come and just bring things from the sky. The same INC have met with the mask wearing Buhari, and they were all rejoicing. They were all rejoicing. And after that meeting, the mask wearer came and said that, oh, IPOB is a dot in a circle. Because they have assured him that no matter what, we're not going with Biafra. No matter what, you're not going with Biafra. So he came and said that IPOB is a dot in a circle. And afterwards, they met with the white evil woman that is placed in the zoo. Katrina Lang. Very evil. Everywhere she goes, problem. Death. They met with her and everybody is happy. And at the end of the day, the language is now changing. Instead of seeking for referendum for Ijaw nation, the language has changed to Biafra. I wonder how Biafra came in between the referendum for Ijaw nation. A very foolish lawyer. What are you talking about? What is your business with Biafra? I thought your business is Ijaw nation. So you want Ijaw nation. You want referendum for Ijaw nation. But you also want to close the doorway for Izon people to be able to have a proper discussion to establish the Confederate Republic of Biafra, just as our forefathers have always lived. You want to deny our people the opportunity because Katrina Lang told you so. Because Britain does not want Biafra as one. Britain wants us in pieces so that they will have no threats in Africa. Even though we are in pieces, we are better off with the zoo. But definitely we are better off as one. Definitely we are better off as one. But INC is not going to be speaking for the Izon people. It's going to be a referendum. The Izon people will have to make their decision. People that have chosen to listen to Katrina Lang are not the same people that would decide our fate. It's a good thing. Go and get go to the courts and get referendum for Izon people. It's fine. Very much okay. We can have referendum for Igbo, referendum for Ijaw, referendum for Abassination, which are the Calabar people, referendum for is it Ugoja or whatever. All the nations can have their referendum. Then afterwards, we come together and discuss our terms of unity. That's how it's supposed to be. We can have the referendum in that manner. So why trying to close the door? Because your masters wants you to. And because you have seen that there is no way Nigeria can work. There is no way Nigeria can work. Nigeria will never work. And our people's eyes have opened. We have opened our people's eyes to see that we have no business with Nigeria. It's not about who is president. It's not about who is president. So right now we shall be opening the lines. And you can call in and give your contribution to today's program. The lines to call You can call us on WhatsApp. You can call us on Signal. You can call us on Skype. On Signal, the number is +45 71 64 59 62 +45 71 64 59 62. On WhatsApp, the number is +48 73 964 5829 +48 73 964 5829. Okay, let me take this call. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, good morning, my Departable African Rep. God bless you for what you're doing for us. I want to use this medium to thank you immensely for what you have done. I've taken my time to listen to you all this while since morning when you started. I've been listening. My name is Mazi General Obiamoba. I'll be calling you from the Republic of Ghana. I wouldn't want to take much of your time, but there's something I want to add to what you just said. As regards this lawyers issue, the lawyer that walked out of the court and said never will they be part of Biafra, whatever. It's God, it's the God of Biafra that did it that way. Because if you hadn't voiced it out, nobody's going to know about it. So you are choosing to play the role of his slave master. Let him continue. It's quite pathetic, Shah. With due respect to my African Rep, with utmost due respect, it's quite pathetic that things are happening the way it's happening now. If it were just within if this restoration is just within the 5 states alone in the East, those people that have turned the stumbling block on top of this restoration, they will definitely pay an ultimate price, and this restoration would have been a thing of the past long ago. With due respect, African Rep, you see, most of our people from this area, from the coastal region, they are one of the major problems we are having now as regards this restoration project. We are talking a different thing, they are doing a different thing. And tomorrow they want to tell you that we are not consented. You people didn't tell us now. Who told you that they didn't tell you? When Nnamdi Kanu was in town, I knew how many times he had meeting with a John Nation, with representatives of a John Nation. They had a discussion and they agreed. They agreed on everything. They discussed. Today we are doing a different thing. They are going to come to do a different thing altogether. What makes them feel that even if they go on their own, okay, then let me show you how stupid this lawyer can be. Before they filed this suit, he wasn't the person that filed this suit as regards the referendum issue. He heard about it and he decided to join. If not for God's intervention, they made him voice out what he voiced out. I believe that even you wouldn't have known the intention he has in mind. So what he's saying is what they have already sat down and discussed. Even Edwin Clark and so many of them, they are all part of that discussion. They are aware of what he said. It was an orchestrated plan. So in my own little view, I want to suggest, if it is possible, let them go and file their own referendum and go their way. Those people from the coastal region that belongs to IPOB, don't worry about the special base of everything before we are looking for comes to one night. We'll give them right of citizenship. The stupidity of our people is becoming alarming.
Yeah, Mazi, sorry, let me cut you. You see, the thing
no problem, sir.
Yeah, the thing is this. What you need to understand is that all these people are the same, whether they are in the hinterland or they are in the coast. Okay, the same.
You also have them in hinterland too.
The same. The people that this lawyer is working for INC, Ijaw National Congress. This Ijaw National Congress, they are not different from the likes of Ohanaeze Ndigbo.
Ohanese. They are at all. They are not different from Ohanese.
Exactly. So you must understand that these are the kind of people that will come up and say we are just like the Ohanese will say we are speaking for the Igbo people, but along the line, what they are doing is different from what
they are speaking for their pockets.
Exactly.
They are speaking for their pockets.
Thank you. So
this was the same way. This was the same way. This same INC, IYC, and so many of them, and most of the so-called Ijaw elders confuse the Niger Delta militants and other people that they should be part of the presidential amnesty offer. Be part of it. They became part of it. Now it has come to what the German call bubo. It's for their own personal stomach now.
Exactly.
There is no one thing. All the number of years of insurgency in the region, or in the Niger Delta region per se. Let me use the phrase Niger Delta. There is no one single infrastructure. There is no one single infrastructure being built by any of these so-called warlords, other than the one Tompolo built in Akabuko, the Maritime Institute that he built. The ones out there, the ones that we have within this region now, they are just being foolish. And it's quite pathetic that till now, they've not still come to their senses. Look at even somebody like Farah that in River State. That a governor caged and kept in a cage, caged him and kept in a cage like a puppy. This is somebody that when he speaks, people hear his voice both in Nigeria and out and overseas. People listen to them then. When they were formidable, people were listening to them. When they were agitated, people were listening to them. And when they speak, whatever they speak, people listens. Today, look at them. Yet some of them have not seen the referability today. There is no difference, like we said earlier on, there is no difference between INC and Ohanese Njibo. This is the time, this is the right time that any prominent Johnson should come out and prove them wrong. INC is not speaking for Ijaw people. The same way Ohanese Njibo is not speaking for the Igbos. They are not. They can't speak for the Igbos.
Exactly.
As regards the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu extraordinary rendition, his kidnap, that extraordinary rendition, I see it as a very big grammar about his kidnap. The British is aware. It was the Britain that gave Nigerian government the idea. You know why I said it's the Britain that gave Nigerian government? I am accusing them directly. Heaven will not fall. They will not do nothing. They won't do drop. They cannot do one single thing they can do. I am accusing them directly. They are part of it. Why I say they are part of it? Look at this. What's it called? Kite and chicken. If a kite flies down to pick any chicken on the ground, you see the mother rebelling, fighting, shouting. You see the mother fight definitely to defend that child so that the hawk will not carry it. How much more a full-fledged and blood human being, a British citizen, till now, next month is going to make it 1 year. The Britain kept quiet. It's only a fool that want to believe that Britain is not part of the plan. They are part of the plan. But what I want to assure them is this: a bigger doom is awaiting them. All my prayer every morning, afternoon, night is that Russia should hit Britain. And Russia, that will definitely must come to pass. Russia should hit Britain beyond recognition, because Elohim has his way of punishing people. These people are too wicked and demonic. Even the Catholic line that last time said that they're going to offer consular assistance, blah, 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 blah. That's a very simple question that she couldn't answer. She was dangling all about. Have you made time to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS detention center in Abuja? She couldn't answer that question. She could not answer the question at all. That is to show that they know what they are doing, but I pity them. If the Fulanis can betray their own people, if they can betray Jonathan that built infrastructure and other things for them, if they can betray Shehu Shagari, if some of them can betray what is his name, if they can stand up to them and start talking bad of them, what is that his name? Usman Danfodia and so many of them. What makes you feel Britain that these people will not betray you one day? Watch what wants to happen to Britain soon. They will hear it. People will hear it. People are very, very wicked. They are very wicked people, and they don't deserve mercy. So Mazi, may Elohim bless you and give you the strength and courage to continue with what you're doing. Keep on keeping on. We are all together, and I pray by the special grace of Elohim, let this next adjournment date for next month. I pray seriously that God should help Nigerian government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
You see,
because if they fail, what is coming to them? What is coming to them is worse than a black masquerade, is worse than a masquerade.
you see. Thank you,
What is
thank
coming
you,
to them
thank you very
spiritually,
much.
physically, and economically
Thank you very
is
much, Mazi.
very bad.
Let us leave this space for other people to be able to call in.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
May God give you the grace, sir. Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir. The lines are open. I'm sorry, our last caller took a little of our time, but we must continue. I think he had a lot to say, but I will advise that we try to keep to time. 3 minutes is enough to pass the message. Pass the message straight and direct, and we move on. Okay, the lines are open, and you can call. You can call. The lines are open. The lines are open, and you can call. So you can call us on WhatsApp. I have already given the lines on WhatsApp. Hello, good morning, and welcome to Radio Biafra, Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
All heard Biafra.
Biafra, we hail thee.
All heard Biafra.
Biafra, we hail thee.
My name is Mazi Akatigo. I'm calling from France. This morning, I heard what you said from beginning to the end. My contribution is number one. Whenever someone allow the foreigners to write their history, they always have a problem. That's the first one. Second, whenever we are in sojourn, we are in Carvaging in foreign land now. We born our children here, and tomorrow Biafra come to pass. Then our children will come back, becoming grown up women and men and women. They don't know our culture. Then we're trying to position them. We're trying to positioning them in some of the administrative uh, offices when they do not know our culture and the way how we reason. It's going to affect us so deeply, except if we start to do something, because those children are the people the enemy are going to use to manipulate against their struggle when we have already get what we have. Then, then what I'm trying to say, I'm trying to tell the DOS and the leadership to plan something ahead for our children born here in every foreign land. When the time reach, that we are going to put in another new school to teach them their course, our system and our tradition. If it is take 10 years or 20 years before they can participate anything or any administrative something in our land, it will help us a lot. Because if we make mistake by trying to put them because of the red uh, something in the overseas and trying to put them some position, it's going to cause a really havoc and damages in our land. Then the lastly, I want to say, you know, issue about the lawyer. My brother has handled that one very well. But I want to talk about the issue about the confronting the empire. We understand that the British government is a Babylon Empire on earth. You know, people talk about Babylon. They don't think that they don't know that the Babylon still exists. And if you check all the whole kingdoms that make up the 21 kingdoms that rule the whole world, all of them they are involved. Both their children and their daughters they are involved. That's why they don't want those kingdoms to be destroyed or their legacy to be destroyed. That's why they're trying to keep all those kingdoms to exist. If you go to Spain, it's their children, they are there. Go to Holland, it's their children, they are there. Go to any part of Europe and other one. Then I want to say something concerning when you're talking about our leader, that they kidnapped him and they think that the UN did not exist again. ICC did not exist again. And other departments that handle about criminal commitment. See, check in the history of European Shanghai and also America. Both their leaders are committed human crime. None of them have been arrested and kept in the hedge or any criminal record. They always leave them until they will live and enjoy their life until they will die. The people you see there is all these Eastern European people that is not under the Shanghai Europeans and also African leaders. That's why I'm asking. We are going to change all these records and all the curriculum that have set in the Berlin. We are going to change everything. Biafra, we know that the world know that the Biafra is the light, and we are going to change every system and every strategy that have made this world become injustice. All hail Biafra. Bye bye.
Biafra will heal thee. Thank you very much. That was a beautiful contribution. We must continue. We must proceed. We must make progress. Hello, good morning, and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Thank you very much, my dear brother Tari Nemi. Good afternoon to you from here. Am I coming out to Mazi?
Yes, you are loud and clear. The world is listening to you.
Ndewo Mazi, my name is Desmond and I'm calling you from Italy, Mazi. Quickly, let me first of all give these two very important announcements from IPOB National Body of Italy. The first one is the support for ESN. We urge all Biafrans all over the world in diaspora to continue to support ESN, as it is very, very important in this critical stage of our struggle. And for Biafrans in Italy, we have these two numbers from IPOB National Body of Italy, and it is signed by the IPOB National Coordinator. It is for Biafrans in Italy, friends of Biafrans to call, and they will be directed on how to support ESN, because the land of Biafra must be defended by all means and at all costs. So the first number is +39 35100 46055. I'll repeat, +39 35100 46055. This is IPOB National Coordinator number in Italy. And the second number is +39 371 3044902. I'll repeat, +39 371 3044902. This is IPOB National PR number in Italy. Any of them you call, you will be directed on how to support ESN, Eastern Security Network. And Biafrans should also know that as you are supporting ESN, you should do so through the means approved by HODDOS. It is very, very important. And then secondly is May 30th, which is coming up on Monday. It's just a few days from today. We are urging Biafrans in Italy to join us in Padova. The venue in Padova will be Piccole Teatro, and the address for Piccole Teatro is Via Asolo 2 here in Padova. We want Biafrans in Italy to invite their friends. If you are in the position to invite the Sintaku of your region or your city, please do so and join us. The time will be 10 a.m. We'll be rounding up by 3:30 p.m. If you are coming from anywhere, if you are coming through the bus station, if you go to Padova bus station, it is trackable 5 minutes walk away from the bus station of Padova. You ask for Piccole Teatro and you will be directed. And then if you are coming from the train station, you are going to take bus 22 to Piccole Teatro. But anyway, we are going to have men on ground in these two stations to direct our people that will be coming from different locations and different areas here in Padova. And we should bear in mind, please, Biafrans who will be coming should know that security measures will always apply, because security is our priority in whatever thing we are doing. Mazi Tarinemi, your topic today is very good. You see, British has done a lot of damage to our people, and this time around, and that is why we are calling them. That is why we are calling them, and we must continue to call them until the last date, which is on the 3rd of June. We must continue to tell BBC of their atrocities, and also to tell them the atrocities of Katrina Land in our land, and the way she is causing massacre and genocide in our land. But then for some of our people who have not wake up, let me make that when they say referendum, is any normal thinking human being will understand that people who are talking are reasonable and sensible. So that was why we said referendum. We did not say we are coming to take it, because the truth of the matter is that both Britain cannot give any of their land. Even the Scotland that is with them, that even want to go out, they don't want to leave them to go out. We are the same people. We and our brothers in the coastal region, we are the same. We are all from the same roots. We are all from the same father. Britain, the people in England, the England people and the Scotland people are not from the same parentage, are not from the same roots. They just come together. And even the British doesn't want them, they want to go on their own. British has refused them to go, despite they are not the same people. So why should somebody now come to tell me that I should not be in a different place with my brother because of, they say he's coastal. What is coastal region say? Is that he get where they know they fall? He get where they know they fall? He get where water know they lock? He get where water know they lock? Water they lock everywhere. What is coastal region? In Biafra land there is oil everywhere. In my state, I'm from Abia. There is, in my backyard there is oil pipe past my backyard. So what is all these things they say coastal region? Is it because we just want to put things the way, because we just want to respect nature and all those things? What kind of rubbish is that? And somebody will come out and he say he doesn't want. He should go to North now. Do we force him to say? I think the case is in Abuja jail. He should stay there in Abuja now. Did you go and force him to come back to Bayelsa or to Ejo or to this thing? INC or whatever thing they call themselves. They should go. How many are they? How many are they? How many are they in Ahanese? So they should go and stay in the North. Are you with me? Am I coming out clear, Mazi?
Yes, you're coming out clear. I'm with you. I'm listening.
So they should go and stay in the North. We will not force them to come back home. After all, we have been calling our people in the North to come back home for a very long time. They refuse to come back home. Maybe those of them that their goods were destroyed in Sokoto, in Abuja, in those children that were born in Kano now. Maybe if they had listened and come back when we called, maybe they would have still be alive today, or maybe that their goods would have still been functioning today. So let the lawyer kill him there. Let him go and stay in Abuja and stay there forever. What they do to Rochas Okracha, they'll do it to him one day.
Of course.
Useless people everywhere. How long are we going to use to intimate our people and make our people have intelligence? This thing is so annoying, Maz. Wait till you won't see again. Wait till they won't tell you to invest it. If all this thing where they happen, everything that is going on, if it's not okay for somebody to be reasonable, all this Fulani killing, what they are doing to even some of them that betrayed us, that kill our people because of presidency, what they are doing to them now. If everything, somebody say who says a lawyer, do you see why they say school is not, common sense is not that you go to school? Do you see why we say graduates in Nigeria? Somebody will not say they are just graduates in Nigeria. If somebody who calls himself a lawyer will come out and talk nonsense. Are you with me? In this era, in this century, upon the suffering that we are suffering on it, and they want us to take it. Look, no land of Biafra will be left for anybody. Coastal region, Ingwacha, Ejo, Bayelsa, they are all Biafra land. The person that gave Biafra, that reminded Ojukwu that the name is Biafra, is Frank Opigo. He's from Ejo. Are you with me? What is Achuzie is from Anioma. Are you with me? So we are not going, Philip Effion is from Akwa. We are not going to leave any part of Biafra land. We are not talking about the people can go and stay where they want to stay. The land is our own. It is Biafra land. So it is going to be a confederation. Ijo on your own nation. Everybody on your own nation. Are you with me? Nobody is coming to encroach in other people's nation. But that land will be a Biafra land because it is a Biafra land. That is how God made it. That is how it's going to be. Nobody is going to change it. If anybody is not okay, let him go to what is it called now? To Abuja and stay. To cut his head and fry it there. And they are revealing the man people everywhere. Mazi, thank you very much and God bless you from there.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. We must proceed. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning. My name is Chukwebuka. I'm calling you from Cyprus.
Okay, right
Can you hear
on.
me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Right on. The world is listening.
This is my first time of reaching Radio Biafra. Since I've been following Radio Biafra, it's very difficult for me to hear, but I love to hear Radio Biafra so much. But I'm really glad that I'm able to reach Radio Biafra on the telephone today.
You see.
My brother, what has been happening in the Zoological Republic is very, very appalling, and I don't even know where to start from. But all I have to say to Biafrans around the world is, if we fail this time to get Biafra, I'm not sure we can get it again, because our leader has done everything possible, everything necessary for us to do to get Biafra. Our leader has done this for us. The ball is now in our court. And for those that are tagging us terrorists, although I'm not a registered member of IPOB, but I believe that every Biafran is an IPOB member. For those that are tagging us terrorists, those that are castigating us, trying to blackmail us, they are only making us more famous. And by the time they get to the extreme, that thing they are doing will give us Biafra. And they will be surprised that they helped us to get what we want. Thank you, my brother. I'm so appreciative of this opportunity to speak to the world and air my view. I so much appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. God bless you. God bless you. We must proceed. And okay, it seems we have a call at Skype rather, since there's a caller on Skype. Or whether the network is not allowing him to complete the call. So we must proceed, and I can see somebody giving a report that Olu Osu Ihetukwa is in a bad shape now. The Zoo Army and Ibubago are still killing our people. You see, this is what we keep talking about. Instead of them to go after the people committing the crimes, they will be taking the opportunity. All the reason they say, oh, this one was killed there, this one was killed there. DSS people killing people. At the end of the day, they take the opportunity to attack our own people. That's what they do. They take the opportunity to attack our own people and kill them. The same thing is happening at Anambra, around Agbata side. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, Mazi. Good day, sir.
Right on. Your name and where you calling from? We can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, my name is Igman. We are God, calling from Switzerland. Mazi. You know, the problem of we saying that we are divided and we are divided by each of our families. They said if a tree does not make a good fruit, the tree need to be withered out. We cannot let those we look onto, we call our father, our leaders, to be causing problem within we the young youths. Time have come to wither the trees that doesn't bear good fruits. Because if the rat in the bush doesn't know what is inside the house, it's the rat inside the house you bring it in to get the whole thing get spoiled. If the elders doesn't want to help us, then it's time for us to help the elders. That's the way I will put it. Because all these divide and rules, you cannot go to Abuja or go to somewhere and because of getting money, you have to destroy the family, the youth and the old women back home who doesn't have the ability to go to Abuja because of their own selfish interest. Master, if we, the youth, doesn't stand up, nothing can change. Apart from being IPOB member, most of us have known the truth. The only possibility we have now is to look after how we can handle our elders back home. Because if we don't wither the trees back home, who doesn't bear good fruit? You are not going anywhere. That is the way I put it. Master, may God be with you and all happy members, especially our leader.
You see. Thank you very much. We must proceed. We must proceed. It seems we have some callers, some that has been trying to call on WhatsApp, and our caller on Skype is still struggling to make that happen. So people should be careful if you are living around Aguata area. You have to be careful how you move because, Aguata is in Anambra State. You have to be careful how you move because there is military all over the area. All over the area right now there are military. And you know how this zoo military behave. They go after innocent people. They go after innocent people. So you have to be careful how you move. Be very, very careful so that you will not be a victim. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Yes, this is Emeka. I'm calling from Holland.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm listening to your program this morning. It's a very nice topic you are talking about. I'm happy and I want to thank you for that. I just want to contribute something, chip in something. Maybe the second to the last caller that called about the coastal region being a Biafra or what they call it, the rivers or other places. The fact is that for me, there's an adage in my language that said, if somebody accepts you as he is, you accept him also back. That's how it goes. So for me, the way I see it, if they say that they are not Biafra, for me, it's not a bad thing. But can they focus on one thing? Because they don't have any target. They don't have anything in mind. It's just that they want to destroy other people's agitation and, what other people believe in. Should I
cut you, Mazi? You will continue.
No.
Sorry.
Okay.
You will continue. If you say other people, you will be wrong because it is the same people. These people that are doing this thing, they are not the people. They are not speaking the minds of the people. Okay? Yeah, they are not speaking the minds of the people. They are not different from Ohanese, like I said earlier. They are not different from Ohanese. They do this, they try to do this so that in order to give the world a different impression. If these same set of Ohanese people were from, let me say, Ibibio, they would have been there saying, oh, Ibibio is not Biafra. Can't you see what Dave Umahi is trying to do? Dave Umahi tried it. He tried to say that Ebonyi State is not Biafra. Ebonyi State is not Igbo land. But you understand? So they are just one and the same people. Continue.
Why I'm saying this? Because tomorrow they are Niger Delta. They are fighting for Niger Delta. Next tomorrow they are fighting for a Ijaw nation. Just like the last week when I watched their court case, they went to Abuja. Other tribes were there. Igbo nation was there. Yoruba nation was there. Even from people from Calabar, people from Ijaw. But they were talking fiat about nationality. They have not come to maybe what they agreed on. You see a lawyer from that they can't be a Biafra. Nobody asked you to be a Biafra. You are just there to represent Ijaw nation. You see? Sometimes I wonder how some people think. For me, just like I said, if somebody accepts me as his brother, I accept him back. If you deny me as your brother, I deny you back. That's how life goes. But let them have some target. If they want to be Ijo, let them be Ijo. If they want to be Niger Delta, let them be Niger Delta. Not tomorrow Ijo, tomorrow Niger Delta. Nobody is forcing you about Biafra. Biafra, Mazen Nandekano have already said it is open for everybody. If you want to belong, you belong. If you don't want to belong. But as we are now, we have already decided to leave Nigeria. They should accept that. No, they're not to be poisoning our mind or telling us what they believe or what they don't believe. It's about referendum. Other people, if they want to join, they join. If they don't want to join, they join. They leave. So that's what I want to contribute. Thank you for your good work.
Okay, that's nice. Before you leave, I wanted to still be here when I'm giving this explanation. Now, these people, just as I said, they're not different from Ohanese, and there's something the whole world needs to understand, and all of our people need to understand why that man will go there and make such a statement. Because they are not speaking the minds of the people, and they have started seeing that the ordinary people their eyes have opened. Okay, the people on the ground wants Biafra. That is, and because they are working for Katrina Lang, they are working for our enemies. That is why you see them coming up to make such a statement. So something that nobody have mentioned Biafra, they came there to mention Biafra. It is because the thing is worrying them. It is because they have seen that even what they are doing, the calling for Ijaw nation, is still subject to the Biafra question. You understand? So it is obvious. Yes. It is obvious that they try to call for the Ijaw nation, thinking that it is going to obstruct what we are doing. But at the end of the day, we still accepted what they are doing and say, yes, go ahead with what you're doing. So at the end of the day, it is as if they have now discovered that they are still on the same line with what we are doing. So, and the people are backing them because the people believe that this thing is the same thing that those that are calling for Biafra are doing. But because they are working for the enemies and they want to create confusion, that is why such a lawyer will come up to make such statements. Thank you very much for your contribution.
Thank you for what your explanation. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you. We must proceed. We must continue. Sorry for those that are trying to call and we are not able to take your calls. The lines are still open, and if you still try to call, we will take it. Let me see if I can call this person back. He has been calling for God knows when. He has been trying to call. Let me see if I can call him back before another person comes in. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Good morning, Mazi Theory. My name is Mazi Amechi Jumogu. I'm calling from my location.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, let me just check in. First of all, thank you for your great work you are doing. I am a lover of your program, particularly because it really gets on with my lifestyle when I am quite free. So I listen to it very much. And you are really hitting on the point. Basically, what I want to chip in there is, first, we need to understand that whether they call themselves LNC, Lower Niger Congress, or PANDEF, or Hanese Ndoshi, or Igwe, or Chief, whatever you call them, these are all segmentations that Britain orchestrated to break and to weaken Biafra nation. We need to understand that. There's no other way around it. They tried with Bullet 1967 to 1970, and God said, no, you're not going to. And now they are coming with their masterpiece plan, which is divide and rule, like they did in Ireland and then get Northern Ireland. We've learned from other people's mistakes.
Exactly.
Now, with all those, fragmentation that Britain have created using these Fulani demons and bloodsuckers to creating Biafra land, they end up not having that synergy to do what they wanted to achieve. Biafra has come. IPOB is there, led by our leader Mazi Nnamdi Okukano, and there is no way around it. They go around, and now this point you raised up about those people who were going for court to ask for referendum for a Joe nation and whether Ugoja or whatever. That's fine in the beginning, but it doesn't still hold water because this is all in Biafra. You cannot just go further. You will not carry the people. The people don't listen. And it's Biafra. Now they end up in Biafra talking about a referendum for Biafra. Oh, well and good, because that's what we are asking, referendum. And when that is approved, obviously, we know that the backing is there. So again, Britain is behind every suffering, challenges, pain, and the abduction of our leader. Because when you look at the history, it's already talking about itself. 2009, in I think, if I'm not mistaken, in May, we have this lady called Samantha Oroboto, who was caught in Southeast Asia with drugs. And you see how British government intervened, whether she was pregnant by whatever means known to the British government. And they released her and got her extradited back to England. And we have this other lady called Nazanin and Zachary Ratcliffe, who was imprisoned in jail in Iran for espionage. We saw how British government intervened in her situation for the whole time between 2016 to 2022 when she was released. But when it comes to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is also a British citizen, see the quietness. It tells you all that his abduction in Kenya is British handiwork. Nowhere about it, nothing about it. And I'm very, very grateful to Elohim Almighty, because these things is going to nail Britain on the coffin where they will not come out again anymore. I tell you the truth, they will be nailed. Because we, as you rightly said earlier in your program, that we IPOB went to Kenya to court, and then we sort that out. And now the family of our leader is suing this lady, foreign secretary, in to court. That is another masterpiece where we will see our win and win-win again for IPOB. So all here, Biafra brother, thank you for your work. You know what? We are doing excellently well. Keep it up. God bless you.
You see? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. God bless you too. We must proceed. We must continue. We must continue with this work of exposing evil and spelling out the truth as it is. Our mission is to ensure that the truth is spoken irrespective of who is involved, irrespective of how powerful that person is or those people are. We must ensure that this truth gets to every nook and cranny. The lines are still open and we are still taking calls. You can call us on Skype at Radio-Biafra VOC. You can call us on Skype. You can call us on WhatsApp. You can call us on Signal. The numbers have been given. If you have not taken it, try to ensure that you get it from somebody. Hello, good morning, and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you're calling from.
Okay, let me off. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. The world is listening to you. Your name and where you're calling from.
Thank you, Regional Tari. My name is Azubike. I'm calling from my location. Tari, thank you very much for your analysis this morning. This is very, 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 you see, when, especially this particular morning, let me just be specific, this morning analysis you made, you might think that you are the one who spoke. But I, as a person, saw the Spirit of God speaking through you. You spoke from the Spirit, from the spiritual realm. All you spoke this morning, if they tell you to repeat it again, you might not be able to get it exactly, to confirm that that was from the Spirit. So, as you have spoken it, so it is. I want to let you know that whether Britain like it or not, whether the world like it or not, Biafra must come, as we have been saying it, as our leader have been saying it. Biafra must come. Biafra must come. Biafra must come. I want to let you know that 2023, there will be a great revival. Men and women and youth that you think that they are not interested in Biafra will troop in for this agitation next year. Write it down and record what I am speaking this afternoon from my location. Next year, 2023, will be a serious revival. People that believe, people that don't believe, people that are arguing, you will see it with your two naked eyes, and you remember this broadcast you made today. And I also want to let you know, Britain and the world powers that matters, take it and record it. 2024, the Almighty Jehovah, who created the whole universe and who made this land of Biafra, will force all of them. Pressure will be too much. Record what you are hearing today. Pressure will be too much 2024 on the so-called world leaders, even the Britain inclusive. The pressure will be too much. And the freedom we are talking about will now be their own problem. It will be handed over to us. We are not going to kill ourselves for it. They will do it, and the Biafra will come. Biafra must come. Biafra must come. Tell our leader, when he's released, tell him to keep that attire that he has been using to go to court. He should keep it safe somewhere. For you picking my call, I will call you again when he's out. I will call you privately and I will tell you what he will use that attire he has been using to court. That thing is spiritual. Nobody should bother. Nobody should be worried. Why one uniform? Forget it. I'll call you privately and you deliver this message to the whole world. That attire that you have been using, that people are laughing and mocking, that attire is very significant, very, very significant. And I want to make it clear that the same attire that he has been using to go to court is the attire he will use to raise the flag of Biafra. Record it and keep it. That particular attire that the whole world is worried. People that are not in the spirit, one uniform. That is why I said he should keep it, iron it, and keep it safe. That is what he will use. It is after raising the Biafra, he will go in and change and now put on the attire he will like, and that will be traditional attire. But that uniform, I call it uniform, every day to court, that, let him keep it. That is how it will be. Far back February, I have been telling people close to me, I say, I am hearing June. By the time they forwarded the case to me, I said, no, it is June. I had June. Surprisingly, on the 25th, on the same Radio Biafra, I heard from Deputy Speaker, Deputy DOS, that the case has been shifted to June. I called a few persons. I said, I cannot imagine what is happening in the spiritual realm. These things have moved to June. Let us see what will happen in June. But keep it. All the radio warriors, please, You people should continue with what you are doing. Continue. You are doing a great work. Continue. All that believe in this struggle, please, none of you, members of DOS or the regional coordinator, don't relent your effort. Don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged at all, because this Biafra must come so that you don't regret tomorrow. Why did I leave my position of work? Why did I leave it? It must come. It must come. When it will come, I know it as I speak, but I will not release it. It will come. It must come. It must come. So this is a great day. I thank God for today, for releasing all this. For releasing all this. Everybody should stay very, very strong in this agitation. It must come. It must come. It must come when it will come. So you see that Catherine Elias, you see that woman, go and write it down, whether she like it or not. Let her remove her hand from evil. If not, God Almighty will hit her. I stop there. Our lawyers, they should go ahead. They are doing good job, and God will bless all of us as we enter into Biafra within a very short period of time. God bless you, Tari.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you very much. That was a very nice one. So thank God for that. Okay, there is one of our brother that have he has something to announce. He has an announcement to make. After that announcement, then maybe we can take one or two calls before our time is up for the day. I hope he has not left his phone behind. Hello,
Mazitari.
yeah.
Mazitari, I will come back because something came up. I'll come back. Something came up. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Okay, we must proceed. Then I will have to take the calls that are coming up. Hello, good morning, and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, Mazi, good morning. Good afternoon. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, right on.
Okay, Mazi. Yeah, Mazi, my name is Paul, calling from Gabon. The analysis this morning was a fantastic one. What I have to tell all Biafrans around the world is that our leaders say that what we need is referendum. Referendum is what we need. When the referendum comes, people can decide where to go or not. Because somebody calling himself lawyer in going to Abuja telling you that they are not part of Biafra, they are fighting for a nation. I want to tell the people, I want to tell the Biafrans is that what we are asking for is a referendum for now. When the referendum comes, they will know who is Biafra and who is not Biafra. Because all those people who are saying this, they are working for Fulanis, they are working for Katrina Lang, as you said. We are demanding for referendum. Because somebody cannot come out and say, we are fighting for a generation. Who are you to say so? The people, you cannot, a single man cannot determine for all the whole Biafrans. So that is why our leader is asking for a referendum. And that referendum, we must get that referendum. We must got it, we must grab that referendum and show the world that we are Biafrans. And I'm calling all Biafrans around the world that Monday is around the corner. Monday is 30th May, and all Biafrans around the world, all IPOB around the world, must stand firm to make sure that we show the world that 30th May is our day, and we must support that 30th May is a hero's day. Those who died during the war and continue dying, we must respect them, must give them that respect for on Monday. So I'm calling all Biafrans, especially IPOB here in Gabon must come to promote Gabon on Monday. That is where we are going to celebrate that 30th May. So all Biafrans, all IPOB around the world, all IPOB in Gabon here must come down to promote Gabon on Monday. So that day is a big day. And I want to tell the Zoo Republic to release our leader, Mazen Narekalo. You can see that they are holding our leader, but the Zoo is continue burning. Zoo is continue burning. Our leader said that they must give us Biafra. Otherwise, Somalia will be a paradise to the Zoo. And that's what is happening. So it's the devil alternative. Anywhere you choose, you lose. They must give us Biafra. They must allow us to go. That is the remedy. If they don't give us Biafra or they refuse to give holding our leader, they are going to diminish forever. Diminish. Even Britain too. Britain are going to have their own turn because their own turn is coming. Because what they are doing in Africa, what they are doing in the world, Britain, what they are doing in the world is unacceptable, and God will punish them for that. So that is why, my brother, the job you are doing for us is a fantastic job. So I'm calling all Biafrans to stand firm and listen to the leadership, listen to the leadership of IPOB. So they are the one who are piloting this affair, and you can see that the zoo is diminishing. So, Mazi, thank you for the opportunity you give to me. All I can say this afternoon is that Biafra is here. All Biafra must stand firm. We must get that Biafra. No going back about it. Must remain resolute and stand firm for what we are looking for. Thank you, Mazi. And God bless you and bless your family. And bless all Biafrans around the world.
You see? Thank you very much. God bless you. We must proceed. We must continue. And I have to let our people at Anambra to know, those that are living around that Aguata side. You must be very careful, like I said earlier, because the zoo, police, DSS, and the army, they are all camped around the Aguata Secretariat, and they are about 500 or more in number. They are many. So you have to be very, very careful how you move this period if you are living around that side. And I will advise, if you can even shift base from that side, it will be better for your own safety, because these people do not understand terms of engagement. They usually go after innocent people and kill our people for no reason. And BBC would defend them. Hello, good morning, and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, our Professor Mazi Africa Rep, our brother. Thank you for taking my call. How are you, brother?
I'm doing well. Thank you.
Okay, you're speaking to a brother who's with the scavenger. I'm calling from Africa Sud. Africa Sud is South Africa. I greet my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a prisoner of conscience. I greet Biafrans, I greet IPOB members. Mazi, I want to ask you, my brother, you know, some of our brothers to say our leader have been in DSS dungeon for getting to a year now. Is it not 2 years? Isn't it 2 years? Because we can even make it 3 years, because this is jail term. Because where he is even more dangerous than jail. Is it not 2 years we should be talking about?
Okay, 3 years.
Because to me, actually for them, I'm thinking it's 2 years. Because exactly it's jail term, and he have been there. A day is 2 days. So it's not 1 year. We are now talking of 2 years.
Yes.
That our leader has been there. And looking at the situation there, that is that junction, it's even more than 3 years. You suffer triple, suffer there. So that is what we should let our people to know, that is 2 years, not even 1 year. It's 2 years that our leader have been there suffering. And what I wanted to tell our brothers, the Ijaw Nation, the Ism, the Ogoni, and all Biafrans from river and all those coastline, that you must know that what happened, there is one thing that our leader Mazen Namdekani saw in spiritual realm, in spiritual world. That is why he's fighting for all Biafran. He's not talking of whether, even if somebody now is in anywhere where he is and is a Biafran, our leader Mazen Namdekani is fighting for the person, because he have seen in a spiritual realm that there is something dangerous if we leave any part of our Biafra people and go and say that we are five states or all those things. You can see what happened to Ukraine and in Russia. You must know that Russia went to Ukraine because part of some Russians are there inside that Ukraine, and they have been suffering, they have been persecuted. And our leader, Mazen Namdekan, have seen this in spiritual realm. Even some of our Biafrans or some of our Islam and all those areas that are it's just few minority. You must know that these people are few minority. Don't mind about this few minority. They must first of all grant that referendum first. Then we will dismiss them with the information. Our leader will even be there. We will campaign and tell them, because I don't see where somebody wearing two-piece wrapper resemble an Anamajiri person in Sokoto. And I don't know how, whether the Sokoto people will be flying from Atlantic Ocean to come and visit somebody from a riverine area. So we must know that these are their tactics. They know what they are doing. These people are acapons. They are dangerous. They are always, the British are the one advising them. But we Biafrans must know, I'm telling them today that the reason why our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is fighting all the way, that all in Biafra must be included. Our brothers, you mustn't suffer us. Don't let us later we come and started looking for you, fighting for you, double war. No, we don't want double war. Let us get Biafra first. Then everybody will be in his own nation, manage his own wealth. Don't fear about this oil. Forget it about this oil. The coastline area you must be asking. You're supposed to ask yourself, these people have been surviving. These people are even even if you talk of the richest ethnic group in the Africa, these people you are talking, you are afraid of their oil, because all the time when you hear them, it's just that oil, oil, oil. I don't know what they thought that this oil is. And oil is even going to go out very soon. Even if it doesn't go out, it is damaging. It's damaging an environment. Our brothers must know that this is why our leader is fighting. Please have it in mind. We don't want what is happening in Ukraine later will come and happen to Biafra land. Because when we get our Biafra, we're not going to leave our brother in Cross River. We are not going to leave any of our ethnic speaking language in Akwa Ibom. So don't let all this calamity to come later. We must go forward now and get Biafra. Just get referendum. My brothers and sisters, don't fear. Don't fear. Everything will come to place. Everything will come to place. Let's get that referendum. Let them fight. Let them give them us that referendum first. That is what we need. So all Biafrans, all hands must be on desk. Don't fear. Don't relent. Be hopeful. Don't relent. Not anybody not to come and cajole you. All our media warriors, what you are doing, we love what you are doing. Carry on. Don't be afraid of intimidation. They have been intimidated. They have been in this game for more than thousands of years. But we, the new one, we will tell them that we have new blood, that God destined this our struggle. The leader of this, God give our leader this mantle leadership, and he will lead us to Biafra. That is what I wanted to tell everybody. Carry on and believe in God. With God, all things are possible. Thank you for taking my call, my brother, Mazi Terineri, our African rep. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you very much. God bless you. And this brings us to the end of today's program. I'm sorry if I'm not able to take your calls. We are going to continue tomorrow, and you can call in on tomorrow's program. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Bye for now.